questions. This will be my first episode. I thought about doing it like with a camera in the background, but I felt like doing it like this so that way you guys can see the questions that you are asking, and people who watch this video, they can see the questions that were being asked. So I felt like doing it like this. You know, in my opinion, I think it's better like this. So welcome everybody. I'll give it about maybe a few more minutes, let some of you guys come in, and then I'm gonna answer some of these questions. So please do ask any questions regarding televisions, and this is your chance now to ask me. I'm not going to answer any personal questions. Like, if you're going to ask me personal questions, I'm not going to answer that. Because I like to keep my life private. But I will answer anything regarding the televisions and picture settings, projectors, HDMI cables, stuff like that. So fire away. Ask any questions regarding the tech questions. Remember, I'm only going to do this for an hour and 15 minutes. So you have only an hour and 15 minutes for me to answer these questions. Oh, and regarding the bell button, for those of you who don't get notified, here's the thing. I don't know if you guys know this or not. You have to hit the bell button. You have to hit the bell button next to subscribe button. If you don't hit that bell button, you will not get notified. That's how pretty much how that works. Alright guys, if none of you show up like in 10 minutes, I'm gonna have to end this, you know. I'm not gonna sit here and waste time. You know, I clearly left the notification on the community for you guys to come in at noon to ask me any of these questions. And if you don't show up in 10 minutes, I will not do this, and I will not answer any questions on the next stream, just so you guys know, okay? I do this for you, I don't do this for me. So this is your chance. If you don't show up in 10 minutes, that will be it. I will not answer any questions later on. So make your choice. And I swear to you, on the next stream, if you ask me any questions regarding televisions, I will just block you, because you have a chance right now to do so. So, just so you know. And don't tell me you didn't know. I told you there's going to be a Q&A today. I clearly made that clear on my channel, on the community, that I will have a Q&A today. So, you got 5 minutes, guys. If you don't show up, that's it. It's the end of it. I'll give it about maybe 3 more minutes. If none of you guys show up, that's it. I'm not gonna answer these questions next time, you know. And if you ask me any questions during my next live stream, I will block you guys. I don't fuck around, you know. I give you a fucking chance to ask me these questions, and you guys don't fucking show up. Well, this will be the fucking sacrifice that you're gonna have to make. So give you 2 fucking minutes. You don't come in and ask any questions now. That will be it, guys. All right. So I'll give you 1 minute, and that's it. And I'm gonna end this fucking stream right now. Because remember, I do this for you. I don't do this for fucking me. You know, so I give you a chance. Hey, what's up, Starchild Demon? How you doing, man? So you just bought a QE55NU 8000. What do I think about that television? Well, you know, give me the... see, I don't know the European models. I'm not familiar with the European models. Is that the Samsung? I'm assuming that's a Samsung 8000. Probably Q7F, or I think it's Q7F. I think that's a Samsung, right? I think it's a Samsung. The one you bought, it's a Samsung. So I would say that's a good TV, but I think the QEE55NU 8000, it's one of those Samsung TVs that it's good for gaming, I would say. Yeah, gaming. And the one thing that TV also has, it's the ability to use 120 hertz refresh rate. But here's the thing, you know, that TV, it only partially does 120 hertz. You know, it doesn't really work that well with the Xbox and PC gaming. My friend has tried it. It's kind of hit and miss. It doesn't really work well with 120 hertz. Yeah, but it is. It's okay TV. You know, I wouldn't say it's the best 4K HDR TV. It's a good gaming TV, I would say. A good gaming TV, but I wouldn't say it's like the greatest 4K HDR TV. Well, if you want to get a really good 4K HDR TV, then I recommend that you go and get yourself either Q7F from Samsung, or Q6F is okay, but Q7F was definitely a good entry level to 4K HDR. So I would go with Q7F from Samsung. Q8F, it's a bit more expensive, so I would go with a Q7F. LG, you know, the thing about LG, it's kind of mixed bag. They do have different types of televisions. They have really low-end TVs. And they call it HDR plus, but it's not a real HDR. It's not even HDR. It's a fake HDR. They call it advanced HDR, HDR something, advanced HDR, right? But it's not even a real HDR. So I would avoid those. Those are really not good, even though some of them use IPS panel, but they're not really that good in terms of color gamut. They don't have that great of a color gamut. So I would avoid really low-end LG TVs. What I would do is I would go with nanocell technology. They do have a nanocell technology. Those are pretty good. They call them Super UHD TVs. They're called Super UHD TVs. What's up, Jacob? How you doing? And I would go with Super UHD TV nano technology. Nanocell. They really have a good picture quality, and I would easily recommend that you go with that LG. What's up, Jacob? What's the best HDMI cable right now to support 4K HDR TV. Here's the thing. I usually recommend people to go with the Belkin HDMI cable. And the reason I recommend Belkin ultra high speed cable, it's because it's only 30 bucks. Okay, it's $30 and it's built really good. It has a very nice length to it, and it is future proof for the upcoming televisions. So why would you go and buy something that's, let's say, for example, monster cable that will cost you 79 bucks, 80 bucks, 100 bucks, when for that kind of money you can have ultra high speed cable from Belkin, and you can enjoy the best possible faster transfer speed of that data on your TV, meaning you're going to get the best possible transfer data from your DVD player or your gaming console onto your TV, meaning you're not going to lose any clarity in bitrate or detail. And it's future proof for 2.1 when the new televisions start rolling out with the 2.1 chipsets. Right now you cannot use that 2.1 chipsets because they're non-available. But soon as they start making those televisions and devices, and you all know they will start doing that, so why not buy a ultra high speed Belkin cable? Let me see. By the way, Belkin cables are marked as ultra high speed cables. They're not marked as 2.1. Nowhere are you going to see 2.1 HDMI. So you have to look for ultra high speed. There's two different types of HDMI cables. You got high speed, which is marked as 2.0. And then you got ultra high speed, which is marked at 2.1. Let's see what else we got. Star Child Demon Q7F was 1300. The NU was 900. I would go with the Q7F. Listen, man, you're already spending $1,000 with the 900 euros, right? You might as well go with the 1,300 euros and get yourself a Q7F, man. Forget about that 120 hertz. It doesn't work that well. I know there's other people out there showing that 120 hertz that you can use it. Look, if you want 120 hertz, get yourself a 120 hertz monitor or 240 hertz monitor refresh rate. Stay away from the NU 8000 if you're looking for that. I would return that TV because you're already paying a higher price, bro. I mean, they're ripping you off, especially for 900 euros. Get yourself a Q7F for 1,300 euros. That's a far better deal, man. If you want my advice, if you want it, Starchild. All right, let's see who else we got. Sergio, I just got the B7. It's gorgeous. B7s are good, but my problem with the OLED is they're too expensive for me to recommend it, and they have too many issues that most likely will happen. You don't experience it now, but 7-8 months from now, you'll probably start noticing some problems, But I would say if you have to buy an OLED, get a warranty, man. Get yourself a warranty, or you just spent $3,000. You should get a warranty, man. Don't put yourself in a position where you end up buying something that's $3,000, $4,000. Something that's $3,000, $4,000, and then you lose that money because you didn't get yourself a warranty. Get yourself a warranty, Sergio. Let's see what else we got. Chintupat. Did I know an Xbox One S or X going to have a Dolby version HDR? I haven't heard anything about that. I did hear something about Dolby Atmos maybe being put into Xbox One S and the Xbox One X, but I haven't heard nothing about Dolby Vision. Now, I don't know if Dolby Vision it's going to be just for the movies or if it's going to be for the games as well. I personally think they're going to implement Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos for the movies. Because they have a 4K player and they have a capable hardware machine built that can handle Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. So, but I think it's only going to be for 4K UHD movies. It's not going to be for video games. Guala San, do I prefer LG 4K HDR TV? Well, that's kind of hypothetical questions. Of course I do. Let's see, Sergio again. I plan to get a square trade, bro. Well, you should. Listen, Sergio, get yourself a warranty. Look, B7, it's a good-looking OLED TV. Anything better than B7, I would say it's that new Sony A-series OLED. Honestly, that Sony has one of the best-looking OLEDs I ever seen. But again, I need to stress this out. They're really expensive, over $3,000, and in some countries maybe even more. It would hurt. You would lose some sleep at night. If you purchase that TV and you don't get a warranty, that's a really dumb move. You know, you gotta get a warranty, man. Get yourself a warranty, because if you don't get a warranty, you're gonna regret it. So buy an OLED, but get a warranty, especially for the OLED, man. Let's see what else we got. Do I still have the 900? Yes, Marv, I still have my 900E. It sits right over here. It's just you can't see it, but it sits right over here. I still have it. I have all of my televisions, man. I got Samsung. I got, what else I got? KS8000. I got P55605. I have them all, man. I got all these projectors. I got it. I still have it. Yeah, I do. It's just that I'm trying to find time to do some videos on it. I'm planning on doing some videos on the 900E and TCL R617. And also, I want to throw in Samsung KS8000 into a mix to compare the... what I want to do, basically, I want to compare the color gamut with all those three televisions to see which one has the best color gamut, you know, stuff like that. Fuat96, hey Mr. 4K, what do you think about the Samsung MU6300? MU6300, it's not a creme de la creme 4K HDR TV. MU6300, it's a good entry, I guess, decent entry level 4K HDR TV. It is good for gaming. I would say MU6300, it's really good for gaming. The input lag, it's really good. And the latency, it's, you know, definitely better than most TVs out there. So I would say if you like gaming, I would go with the MU6300. MU6300, it's definitely recommended choice. I think my friend, what's his name, Ron John, has that TV and he hasn't had any issues, man. He played a bunch of games on it. It is excellent for gaming. If you love gaming on TV, get the 6300. But you're not going to have the best picture quality, but you will have a great performance on it. All right, Alan Atkinson. Hold on, King West first. We have to do this in this order. King West 323. Do I recommend the TCL 6 series? Simple answer is yes. I highly recommend TCL 6 series. The price is perfect. For 55-inch, $600. For 60-inch, $1,000. The technology that's built into it with the NBP photon technology, it's is equal to KS8000 and 900E. I highly recommend it. And the 96 local dimming zones are perfect. Perfect. The deep dark levels are excellent. The contrast ratio, it's just amazing. And look, TCL R617 this year, it's the best 4K entry-level premium TV that you're gonna get, man, for the price. There's nobody out there doing what TCL is doing. Yeah, all the way, man. Easily, I can recommend TCL R617. Easily. Let me see who else we get. Alan Atkinson, does the Xbox One X perform better in 1080p rather than the 4K? Not necessarily. I haven't noticed any difference, honestly. I did play some games in 1080p. I did switch it from 4K to 1080p. I haven't noticed like drastic difference, honestly. The reason being, it's because when Phil Spencer announced to create a Xbox One X, he made Xbox One X for the people who, for the gamers who want to step up from Xbox One S into a 4K and experience gaming in 4K and HDR. So Xbox One X is really intended for those of you who want to experience 4K gaming with HDR, you know. And of course, a little bit better graphics, obviously. But it was really intended for people who want to experience 4K and HDR with a little bit better graphics. So if you're going to be buying an Xbox One X and then playing it in HD 1080p, then you might as well stick around Xbox One S. You know, the whole purpose of the Xbox One X is the 4K gaming. All right, let's see what else we got. I'm trying to do this in order so that way everybody can get their answers. Messi Marv, you're going to have to wait for that answer on my video. He wants to know which one's better, TCL versus the Sony X900E. I will do that video soon, and you will find your answers on that video when I do it. I don't want to say it now, but you will get the answer on the video. Okay, let's see. Alan Atkinson, I have Samsung MU8000. I'm not really impressed. Wish I got Sony 900. Well, yeah, you should definitely get a Sony 900. I mean, you're already spending 900 euros when you could have easily gotten yourself a Sony 900. 900E. I definitely recommend 900E. If you can get it under $1,000 for like 900, or even for the $1,000, I can still recommend a Sony 900E, because 900E has a lot of technology built into it, including the X1 processing chip. So yeah, but if you can get it for like $850, oh, Jesus, go ahead, buy it. All right, let's see who's next. Christopher Bach, I plan on buying a TV too. Would you get LG C7 for 1,400 euros with extra warranty, or the Sony X900F for 1,200? All right, well, I'm going to try to answer this question in two different parts, so just bear with me. First and foremost, you got to ask yourself a question. Do you want to deal with potential issues that might happen with the C7? And there's a high probability, even with a warranty, when you buy that TV, that you're going to experience some headaches. That's the number one. Do you want to deal with the headaches? Do you want to deal with these headaches and inconvenience by buying that TV? Yes, you will enjoy the picture quality. There's no question about that. But do you want to deal with the headaches and issues that will come about in about 2, 3 months, 4 months of you having that TV? Now, if you really want to buy that TV and you got to have an OLED, then yeah, get it with a warranty. I would only recommend that you buy an OLED with a warranty. Now, Sony, for less than, for $1,200 with Sony, you will get a lot of features in that TV, including the X1 processing chip. You're gonna get the bright color, live color, which enhances the brightness of the color. You're gonna get a bunch of extra features on that TV. All right, but you're not gonna get those deep dark levels, those pitch black deep dark levels, and a vibrant color that comes with the OLED. You're not gonna get that. So I would say, if you have to buy an OLED, and that's not a bad deal for an OLED, 1,300 or what was it, 1,400 euros. But if you have to buy it, Christopher Bach, buy it with a warranty. Please do yourself a favor, buy a warranty. But remember, there will come a time when you're going to have to deal with that issue. All right, let me answer some more questions here. Let's see. Chintupat, let's see. Chintupat says, Dolby Vision video streaming Xbox is committed to bring rich entertainment options for our fans. Today, we are excited to announce the latest entertainment options. Okay, so that's what they announced. Okay, well, that's good. All right, so I don't know what that means. They didn't really clarify or specify whether it's going to be for the gaming or for the movies. So I have to do more research on that. But don't worry, once I officially find out the official announcement from the Microsoft, I will let you know, guys. Let's see what else we get. Muzi X. I have the X930E Sony. It's a good TV. OLED have burning. Well, yeah, that's the one issue that you're going to encounter with the OLED. It's just the way technology, it's the way it works. You know, organic light emitting diodes, they emit by themselves. Okay, they don't have any backlit, any full array or local dimming. They don't have any of that stuff. They have these little cells, and they are called organic light emitting, and they're very, very fragile and sensitive. They're fragile to the sun, to the heat, even to the moisture. So, you know, and they don't like to have a bright light coming out of it. That's how you get the burn-in. The OLED light, if it's set to high, and you keep it high all the time, you're gonna, in about maybe a few months or 4 months, you're gonna experience a burn-in. Star Child, let me see. Prinash Kurana, is LG a good OLED TV? So far, I haven't heard anyone complaining about the burn-in or retention on the screen from the B8. So far, I haven't heard any issues. But that doesn't mean that it's not going to happen in the future. You have to remember, it's still an OLED. It's just, it's more enhanced with a better processing, better motion, better latency, and a little bit higher peak brightness. Okay, and a little bit of better color gamut as well. But that doesn't mean that, that doesn't change the fact that that technology that's built inside of it, that organic light emitting diodes, that doesn't mean that you're not going to have any burn-ins or that you're not going to have any retention on the screen. Now, retention, it's something you can actually fix. They do have a way for you to clear that out throughout LG software that's built inside. Burn-in, it's something that you can't fix it. Burn-in is something that's going to be there. And you have to change the panel, meaning that one of your OLED cells that burn, they have a burn-in, like a plasma did. So, look, it's a cat in the bag. You remember, you're paying $3,000, $4,000 for a cat in the bag. If you really have to buy a B8, if you have to buy a B8 OLED from LG, I recommend that you get a warranty. I mean, you spending $4,000 or 5,000 euros, you would be a fool not to get a warranty. So get yourself a warranty. All right, let's see what else we got. State of Decay. Nah, I cannot play State of Decay, man. It's I played it and I almost puked, man. It's a horrible game. Can't do it. Sorry. Fernando Byron. Hey, how you doing, Fernando, man? How are you? I'm doing good, man. If you have any questions, bro, regarding TVs, far away, bro. This is your chance. Karinob859. So do I really think after 2 years OLED won't be worth? Here, this is my opinion, honestly. And I have spoke to some people who work in this business, in this field, and they told me that even LG secretly, it's looking into micro LEDs in China and actually South Korea and even China. They're looking at these different labs and they are looking into micro LEDs. You will see them stick around for a couple more years, but I think they're gonna be done with the OLED. The sales of OLED are not that good. That's why they're pricing it so high. Not many people are buying OLED. It's not being bought in huge quantities. Here's what I'm trying to say. This is how business works. If the company doesn't reach certain quota, there's a quota they have to reach. If they don't reach certain quota, then they have to have a meeting and they have to think about their next approach. Obviously, OLED technology, it is what it is. It has issues, so I don't think you will see OLED, in my honest opinion. Maybe 2 more years after 2020, 2021. You might see them laying around like for maybe $1,000 or $1,500 used. There'll be a clearance or something, but after 2021, that will be it, man. You're not going to see any more OLED, in my honest opinion. That's my opinion, and I could be wrong, but these issues, you can't fix these issues because of technology. The OLED technology does not allow you to fix those issues. It's just the way technology it's built. The organic light emitting diodes are very sensitive, man. It's a very sensitive technology. Micro LED, it's a whole different ball game, and that's the next step. You know, technology evolves, man. You know what I mean? Fernando Byron, OLED LG B7, good. Fernando, I haven't heard any issues, any problems so far, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to experience any problems in the future. Remember, the only thing they did is they enhanced the processing chip, and they bumped up a little bit of color gamut and motion flow and the peak brightness. They just bumped it up a little bit. Those are just the small little touches. The panel is still the same. It's still organic light emitting diode. It's still that same cell, organic light emitting diode, and or diode, whatever you want to call it. So you still have that OLED there. Even on your cell phones, you're gonna have a burn-in. I have it on my Samsung Galaxy Plus. I have that burn-in, and it's still there. There's nothing I can do about it. Once it burns in, it burns in. You have to change the panel. There's nothing you can do to fix it yourself. You have to change the panel. And changing that OLED panel costs a lot of money. And for the LG to make these panels and use this technology costs them a lot of money. And they're losing already some of the money because it's expensive for them to create this panel. And they're not making enough money off of it. So this is why don't count on the OLED to survive in the next 2 years. This is looking realistically, you know. Hey, Andre, how you doing, man? Welcome, my moderator, Andre. How are you, bro? Adis Dyson, pozdrav, legendo. This is my Bosnian friend. He left me a message on the messenger. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out, dude. I'll definitely will do that. No, not a problem, man. It's just, you know, I'm busy, man. I don't spend that much time on the Facebook, you know. I only use Facebook just to answer some questions, but man, Facebook to me, it's like it's a goulash of just too much nonsense, man. Too many hats, too many jerseys on a Facebook, too many clubs in the Facebook, and I hate that crap. But yeah, I will definitely, when I go check the Facebook, I will definitely look into it, and I will definitely check it out. I'll check out your message, Adis. Don't worry about it. I will definitely do that. Probably tonight when I have a chance, I'll look into it. Let's see. Sarajevo, that's the city I was born. Just so you guys know, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Sarajevo. That's where I was born. I was born in that city. Great city. If you guys never been there, I highly recommend you go see it. It has a lot of history. That city has a lot of history. From the Turkish Empire, Austrian Empire. Oh my God, World War I started there. Yes, World War I started there due to the assassination that happened there. So there's a lot of history in that city. Go check out that city. Hvala i tebi. Thank you. Hvala. Thank you, Adis. Thank you. Appreciate it. Star Child Demon, keep up the great content, Mr. 4K. Please take care. You too, man. My pleasure. Thank you. My pleasure. All right, so guys, we have about maybe 40 minutes. So let's get these questions going. I want to answer as many questions as I possibly can. My favorite car, it's the Dodge SXT Plus. Dodge SXT Plus. I love that car. It drives. It's just an excellent piece of machinery. So Dodge SXT Plus. I know there's a Dodge Charger. I mean Dodge Charger SXT Plus. I know there's a Dodge Charger Daytona, but Dodge Charger Daytona is just a little bit overpriced and not too close to my reach. But SXT Plus 2018 Dodge Charger SXT Plus, it's as close to Daytona as you're gonna get. So it's a beast of a car, man. It handles well, and the torque on that car is just, it's nice. Yeah. Marvin Sazikers, how you doing, man? But please do ask me, guys, about tech television stuff. You know, I don't want to talk about the cars or my private life or anything like that. You know, but just ask me about stuff regarding the televisions, home theater, picture settings on your TV. If you have issues with your picture settings, let me know. If you have issues with your display output on your television, on your PlayStation, on your Xbox, and you don't know what to do, just let me know. Ask me here. This is my first episode. I'm trying to answer as many questions as possible. Yeah. But since you are my moderator, I felt like letting you know what my car is of the pick. Yeah, Dodge SXT, Dodge Charger SXT Plus. Look it up. It's a beast. Majority of police officers and state troopers, they're driving Dodge Charger SXT too. Let's see. Which TV would you recommend? By the way, Silver X, thank you for stopping by. Silver X, it's asking a question. Which TV would you recommend instead of a C7 with the same price range? Oh, that's easy. If you want to go with C7, get yourself a 930E, 55-inch 930E. It's about the same ballpark, same price range. 930E, it's an excellent TV from Sony. It has a higher peak brightness than 930E, and it has X1 Extreme processing chip, which is going to improve your performance on your gaming, on your 4K, motion flow, HDR. It's going to improve overall picture quality, especially with a much better white color gamut. So 930E, if you can find it, Sony 930E, it's an excellent 4K HDR TV for that price. 55-inch. My friend Dirty Sprite has it. He loves it, and I've seen it. I love it, man. It's great. All right, we got another question. Andre. No, I'm relaxed. It's just I have a time limit that's going, so I'm just looking at a time limit so I can answer these questions as quick as possible. You know. Thank you, Andre. I appreciate you being here, man. Thank you. That's why I signed you my third moderator. All right, let me answer. Let me see who I missed. Okay, let's do it in this order. Prainash Kurana, Samsung Q9 or LG C8? Q9. Listen, Q9. I highly recommend Q9F. Q9F has the highest peak brightness out there right now, currently. It has an excellent contrast ratio, an unbelievably amazing color gamut, and full array of local dimming. Scratched C8, too many problems with the burn-in and retention. No. Scratch the OLED, man. Throw that garbage away. I'm just kidding. Just scratch that shit. Go ahead with the Q9F. That's the best Samsung 4K HDR TV you're gonna get. It's not even edge lit, it's a full real local dimming. Buy it. If you can't buy that TV, buy it. Q9F. Oh, buy it. Just buy it. I mean, what else do you want me to tell you? Just buy it if you can. Let me see. Marvin Sazikers. No, hold on. Tyler Cole. Let me see. Tyler Cole. I'm getting the Xbox One X in 4K HDR tomorrow. Is it worth it? If you have a 4K television, a really good 4K HDR television, can you tell me what type of a 4K television do you have? Really quick, Tyler. Just let me know the model. I know pretty much all of them. I know all of them on top of my head. Just let me know the model, and I'll tell you right now. Let me just answer this for Tyler really quick. All right, you get back to me, Tyler, and that. Just let me know what TV you have. But yeah, I'll answer it simply for you. It's worth it. You know, if you haven't experienced the 4K and HDR gaming on the Xbox One X, and all you've been playing is the Xbox One or the Xbox One S, that's a good entry level 4K HDR TV. You'll be okay with a 50-inch. Yeah, go ahead, purchase the Xbox One X, man. You'll definitely notice much higher detail. You'll see the increase of the texture filtering. You'll see the increase on the anisotropic filtering. You see the increase on draw distance. You will see a much better HDR, much better detail on the HDR because you have a native resolution running on it. So yeah, good choice, good buy. I mean, good buy, not the good buy, but good buying that you bought there. So I would say excellent, man. Xbox One X, all your third-party games will look excellent. And the Forza Horizon 4, it's coming this October. So you're going to experience a really great picture quality. All right, let's see who else we got. Let me go in this order. Marvin Sazikers, I will buy a Philips OLED POS 9002. Is that a good TV? You know, Vincent Teo, I think Vincent Teo, and I trust his opinion. Vincent Teo said that, well, I trust his opinion on this one because listen, I don't agree with everything he says, but I definitely agree on what he says about the Philips. It just doesn't look as good as the LG and the Sony. So I would stay away from the Philips OLED. It's just not that good. Okay. LG has a better panel, better processing, more features. Yeah, stay away from Philips. I'm sorry, man. And I agree with him on that. I mean, you know, there's some other things I don't agree with him about, but I definitely agree with him on that. So stay away from Philips. Joao Leite, hello, Mr. Upscaler, doing the good work for us. Joao, I mean, hopefully I'm not butchering your name. Thank you, Joao Leite, thank you. Chris Martin, where is the Dolby Vision on the Xbox X? Well, apparently it's not out yet. That's probably coming on the update that's coming probably in the fall or November or holidays or whenever they announce it. I think your best bet it's subscribe to what's his name, the guy that's on the Xbox all the time and he does the advertisement for the Xbox, Major Nelson. Subscribe to Major Nelson. The first person that will know when the update is, it's Major Nelson. He will be the first one to let you know on his Facebook and on his Twitter. So subscribe to Major Nelson and he will let you know right away when it's available. Tyler Cole, there are different versions, but you have to remember everything that has a better picture quality will cost you more money. You know, the higher size you go in the TV and the better technology that the TV has, like when you step into QLED, when you step into Q6F or Q7F, the prices will go higher, meaning you're gonna pay a higher price for that TV. The QLED has that color gamut and a higher peak brightness, So that's why it's regarded as a better 4K HDR TV. All right, let me see. Joseph Burbo. Joseph Burbo. I have the Xbox One X. That's the question from Joseph. I have the Xbox One S. I want to use 144 Hz and other benefits from the update. Which mid-range monitor, 144 Hz and the sync do I recommend? Honestly, I would recommend a Asus. Honestly, Asus has the cheapest 144 Hz monitors. Go with the Asus, man. For $200, $240, $250, you can get yourself a 24-inch Asus 144 Hz monitor. If you go for $350, you can get yourself a 244 Hz. Asus, I definitely recommend the Asus. Asus have like excellent 144 Hz monitors, and they're like really cheap, man. They're called the Republic of Gamers. Asus has an excellent 144 Hz refresh rate. You cannot go wrong with the Asus. I highly recommend the Asus. I know there's a Acer, but I heard some issues with the Acer. I would go with the Asus because the Asus is really cheap. It's cheap, and you're gonna get that excellent 144 Hz. But make sure you use a display port to the HDMI. Make sure that you have a display port to mini display port connected to your HDMI adapter. You can get them on the Amazon, and I think it's better if it's connected to your display port. Okay. Yeah, Asus Republic of Gamers, but make sure you get from Amazon. Buy display port to HDMI. Go to the Amazon. Amazon is selling a display port to HDMI. So when you connect from your HDMI, from your Xbox One S to the display port in the back of your Asus, you're going to get an excellent 144 Hz refresh rate. Okay? Display port is the way to go. You got it. Well, you're welcome, Joseph. Let me see. Stephen Martin, is there a difference between UHD and HDR? Well, there's two key differences. What the 4K resolution does, what 8.3 million pixels do, is they enhance a detail, meaning you see more detail. So having that enhanced detail will give you a better clarity of the picture. What HDR does, it enhances the color. It keeps the color more natural, but it also enhances the white bright levels and deep dark digital levels. So it gives you a nice contrast ratio. So almost it looks as if you're looking throughout the window. It gives you a nice natural picture. When you have both, when you have a clarity detail on one hand, and on the other hand you have the color gamut and a nice contrast ratio, well, guess what? You're going to have an excellent picture quality on your movie and on your video game. Let's see. Well, I haven't tested it. I haven't tried that yet, but well, that kind of sucks. If you can't achieve that via DisplayPort, then I guess your only option is the HDMI. Your only option is the HDMI, I guess. What I would do, I would try it both. I would try the HDMI first, and then if you want to, I would also buy yourself a cheap DisplayPort to HDMI for $9, and then try it and see how it works. That's what I would do. Let's see what else we got. John, 34CM. Hello, how you doing, John? How are you? Welcome to live stream. Alan Stein, I'm buying a TV, looking to spend about $1,500. Can you recommend something? Yeah, I can recommend something easily for $1,500. Your best bet, it's Sony 930E. Honestly, for that kind of money, 55-inch Sony 930E, it's really a great pick. It has so many features, excellent white color gamut, a higher peak brightness, a better wider color gamut, and the X1 Extreme processing chip that's built inside a Sony. That's tough to beat, man. That X1 Extreme processing chip, it's amazing, man. Not to mention the truckload of features that are available on that TV. Yeah, listen, if this is your first 4K TV, the 930E, you will be blown away, man. Yeah, buy a 930E Sony. 930E. In Europe, they might call it something different, but here in the United States, North America, they call it 930E. They might call it 930D in Europe, I think. Okay, let's see what else we got. Silver, hold on. Silver X. I can get a C7 around about 300, 400 cheaper than 930 from Sony. Is it still worth to go with a 930? Yes, absolutely. It is definitely worth it. I highly recommend it. With OLED C7, I guarantee you, you're going to come back to me in November, December. Man, I'm having issues. There's spots on the TV. There's a burn-in. There's this. The colors are funky now. One side it's green, the other side it's yellow. What's going on with this TV? Retention on the screen. What happened? Don't want to end up like that, man. Don't end up like that. Don't listen to these other guys out there. They want you to buy an OLED just because they bought an OLED and they're defending their horse. Don't jump into that kind of bandwagon, man. I'm here because I'm independent. You know I have all the TVs. I have everything. So you know that it doesn't matter to me. I'm just letting you know what's best for your pocket and what you're going to be enjoying the most. So 930E, 930, Sony 930 is your best bet. It's an excellent, excellent TV. All right, what else we got? Chris Martin. Is the new Polk soundbar any good? Was thinking of getting it. Polks, I had Polks, and I still have my Polk speakers. I got them really cheap, man. I was able to get for $250 all 7 speakers, including the 2 subwoofers. So Polks are great, man. I definitely recommend Polk. They're great entry-level sounding speakers. Obviously, there's better. You got Klipsch. Klipsch is the best, you know, obviously. Klipsch is the one that I would recommend, but Klipsch is like super expensive. One floor speaker of Klipsch will cost you $600. So they're super expensive, you know. If you have money to buy the Klipsch, yeah, then I would definitely say go with the Klipsch, but Polk, it's definitely a good entry level for your home theater. And honestly, Polks will get the job done for a home use. What else we got? Desperado 191. How you doing, man? I got an open box 930E from the Best Buy. $680 plus tax, $690. And yeah, I love it. Well, that's great. 930E, man. Congratulations, brother. You got yourself a great deal, Desperado, man. So thumbs up, bro. You got yourself an excellent TV. So can't go wrong with that. Great buy, bro. Let's see. MC68. Hi, Mr. 4K. Thought on Microsoft Movie Store and lack of Atmos movies. They're definitely dropping the ball on this. Well, all of that's going to change. M668. I don't know if you're aware, but the Apple is currently working with the Dolby Laboratories and the studios with their holiday season update. Probably around mid-October, Halloween, late October, probably beginning of November. But I think before Halloween, we might see an update from Apple that will support Dolby Atmos on majority of these studios. The one studio you will see that will support it right away will be Warner Brothers, Universal, Lionsgate, and I think Paramount Pictures. So you will see these studios rolling out Dolby Atmos. Forget about Disney. Disney will not do anything for the Apple in terms of 4K because Disney has their own base. They're building their own service. that's going to be coming out in 2019. Where it's going to be like a Disney Netflix Marvel service. So Marvel will have their own subscription service where you're going to have to go to Marvel to watch all these movies in 4K and HDR and Dolby Vision. So that's coming in 2019. But don't expect to see any Infinity Wars on Dolby Vision HD or Dolby Atmos on Apple TV. You're only going to see it's 1080p. It's not going to happen, guys. For that, you'll have to buy a 4K UHD version. Okay, let's see what else we got. Mike, good afternoon from Oklahoma City. Hey, Mike, how you doing, man? Cheers. How are you? Christopher Bach, what do I think of X900F? Is a lot better than 900E. Honestly, they're pretty much the same. The only thing that's different, it's cosmetics. It's just a little more, it's built differently, you know, in terms of like exterior. But everything inside, it's pretty much similar. You're not going to notice that much of a difference, you know. You know what I mean? So, even though it has that X1 Extreme processing chip, but it's not better than 930E. You know, I wouldn't say it's better than 930E. All right, let me see. When is your estimate of the Xbox 2 PlayStation 5 release? This is what I think. I think we'll see, first and foremost, PlayStation 5 get announced next year, in 2019, for 2020 November. They will probably show the console in 2019, and some of it will leak probably in spring, and then just in time for the E3 show 2019. And then in 2020, November 15th, we'll see PlayStation 5 being released. And then the Xbox Scarlet might get the same announcement. They might put it right next to PlayStation 5. Who knows? They might do that. But I don't think that will be the case. I think Microsoft will probably end up releasing the Scarlet 2021. But all of that could change. I don't know. They might do it at the same year. It's possible. I don't know. Let me see what else we got. What do I prefer, Xbox or PlayStation? I prefer Xbox One X for my third-party games because they support better graphics and native resolution, and a good number of the games, third-party games on the Xbox One X, support native 4K. But if they don't support native 4K, they still support a higher resolution, 1800p, 1900p, plus the HDR. So for my third-party games, Xbox One X. PlayStation is only for exclusives, like God of War, Spider-Man, stuff like that. Ellen Atkinson asks, can you tell me about this YCC 422 settings on the Xbox, please? Should I turn it on or not? Well, first thing first, with the YCC 422, hold on. Chroma upsampling, the only difference you will notice is the speed. You know, the 422, it's letting you know what type of speed does your HDMI can output from your console or from your TV. I would not mess with it. What I would do is I would keep it on automatic. Let the TV and your console communicate between your HDMI to determine what's the bandwidth speed that it's able to output. So let television and console communicate with your HDMI and let it determine automatically which is the best chroma upsampling, you know, YCC 422 or 420. Okay, it's just it's a difference in the speed. You know, they're pretty much all identical. They're both 10-bit, but they're both whether you get 420 or 422, it's just a measurement of that speed and the color output. Okay, so the better HDMI cable you have, the shorter HDMI cable you have that's closer to your TV, then you're going to get better bandwidth transfer speed. So just leave it at automatic, man. Because I don't know your setup. You guys might be good going through the ARC, through your receiver. So just leave it on automatic, man. Your best bet is to leave it on automatic. Okay, we got Andre asking about the great soundbar for my brand new Samsung. Oh, that's a tough one, though. There's so many soundbars out there. Depending on what you're looking for, I would say LG has a decent soundbar prices out there. I would say LG. Go with the LG soundbar. And if you can, for $600, go with the LG Atmos soundbar. I think LG Atmos soundbar for $600 will definitely get the job done. Yeah, LG. I would say LG. LG is your best bet when it comes to soundbars. So Mike is asking 0508. So I just bought a new home and waiting 45 days to move in. Excuse me. My question is, I'm thinking about QLED for living room, but not trying to spend much bread. I want a 60 in. What are my thoughts? Well, Mike, QLED, it's definitely going to give you that excellent color gamut due to the fact that it has a quantum dot technology built into it, a really good quantum dot technology. And it has the highest peak brightness you're going to get, a little bit higher than KSA 1000. So you're going to have a really bright TV with a really great color. Okay, so it depends on what type of a QLED are you going to be buying. You know, if you buy anything that's lower than Q9 and Q8, if you go to Q6 or Q7, you're still going to have that edge lit panel. You're not going to have a full array of local dimming. You're still going to have an edge lit, but you're going to have a really bright, for your house, a big house, a living room, lit up living room, that QLED TV will definitely be a great pick. There's no question about that. But just remember, the 6 and 7 series are edge lit. The 8 and 9 series are full array local dimming, but they're much more expensive. You know, Q8F and Q9F are much more expensive. Okay, but they're definitely worth it. You know, if you can reach $3,000, $4,000, if you can go that far, you know. All right, let's see what else we got. A good price tag for a TV would be $1,500 for a 930E Sony, and then TCL R617 for 600 55-inch, or $1,000 for 60-inch TCL R6 series. Those are my two picks for the a really good affordable price and good entry level 4K TVs that have a premium picture quality. Tyler Cole is asking about, let me see, what would I prefer? About 700. Can you be more specific, Tyler, about what do you mean by 700 euros? Thanks. Desperado is asking, I haven't been impressed with Dolby Vision. It just seems too dark and dull. I'm using Belkin high-speed HDMI. Have you ever had this problem? Well, Desperado, it depends on your features. What you need to do is you need to turn off all of your filters. The reason you're seeing a dark picture quality, it's probably because on your settings on Sony, you have a lot of filters on. You know, you need to turn off these filters, all of them. You know, the regulation of your contrast, turn all of the filters. I might have to do a video to explain these filters that are causing this, but Sony has a bunch of filters that can be useful sometimes, but they're probably turned on, and these filters are causing for you not to get that higher peak brightness. You need to turn off all of those filters. Turn everything off. All these filters, turn them off. When you're watching a Dolby Vision, you don't need these filters. You already have the best possible picture quality. I might have to do a video on that, Desperado. I don't have time right now to be going in detail in what these filters are, but I might have to do a video explaining what you need to do to squeeze the best possible peak brightness out of your Sony TV. Sony TV has truckload of features, and you need to turn off some of those features, which I will do a video and explain why. All right, let's see what else we got. Tyler Cole, it's all about IPTV. Perhaps. I'm not going to get in that debate right now. Alan Atkinson, you're welcome. Tyler Cole, Samsung UE49 or Hisense 55N 5500. They're both, honestly, they're both kind of the same. Tyler Cole, if you want my honest advice, Tyler, your best bet for you, if you still have a receipt, if you still can return that TV, return that UE49, return it. But you live in Europe, so I don't know if you do have TCL there. You probably don't have a TCL R6. I would have recommended TCL R6 17 for you, but looking at the fact that you do live in Europe, I'm guessing you're living in Europe by these model numbers you're giving me. So I would say for you, for like a really good affordable price, go with the Q7F. Honestly, go with the Q7F Samsung. Q7F is equal to Samsung KS8000. So go with the Q7F Samsung. Yes, it's still edge lit, but it's still good. You know, it's still good TV. It's better than what you have with the 55N 5500 and then UE49. So I would say Q7F. Q7F would be my choice for you, man. The colors will pop. That's the first thing you're going to notice on your games. And that higher peak brightness of 1400 nits with that wide color gamut of quantum dots will definitely give you a vibrant picture quality and a color. Especially the HDR. When you're watching the Blade Runner 2049, that color will pop with that peak brightness. Expert Joey, hey, what's up, man? Not a problem, Mike. My pleasure. Not a problem, Desperado, man. I might do a video on that where I'm going to explain. It's better if I do a video and I explain it to you visually what you need to do in order to squeeze the best possible peak brightness on your Sony 930E. Instead of me saying it like this, because you'll get confused. What is he talking about? Where this is? And I believe in showing it to you, then saying it to you so you can see it and you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Thank you, Expert Joy. I appreciate it. All right, let's see who else I missed. Andre is asking, I want to buy, Andre Lesan is asking, I want to buy a TCL first, but they're not sold in Europe. See, that's the issue. That's the problem, man. I'm so surprised that TCL didn't spread their sales of TVs in Europe. I don't know why that is, honestly. I mean, there's China. Maybe China has some bad relationship with Europe. I don't know what's going on, but that's strange. But look, if you can buy the TCL, go with 930, either 900E or 930E. I would highly recommend Andre to go with 930E. 930E will definitely be your best bet, man. That Skybox, that because I know the Skybox that they have, the Sky Networks, they have 4K movies in there, so it will look much better on that Sony TV. I don't know if you're in England, if you're in the UK, I'm not sure. Maybe you are in Italy, so maybe Spain. But either way, you will have a good picture quality with a 930E. For $1,500, 930E, it's definitely a great pick, guys. If you can't find one, buy it. Let's see what else we got. Killer Tone 47. What do you preference? 4K 30, 4K 30 frames per second, or 1080p 60? For the movies, I would prefer 4K 30. Because the movies, they don't go above that 60. They stay on the 4K 24p. So I would say 4K 30 for the movies. And 1080p 60 for the games. But you're never going to have a game that's running on 60 frames per second. Except maybe one game that's Forza Horizon. Not Forza Horizon, Forza Motorsport 7. Forza 7 is the one that's running in native 4K 60 frames per second. So I would say for the movies, 4K 30, and then for the games, 1080 60. Let me see. Desperado says all these YouTubers coming out with their merchant stores. When we'll see Mr. 4K get to the chopper? T-shirts. I'm sold, bro. Well, when I reach 100K subscribers, man. When I reach 100K, when I get that plaque and I put that plaque behind me, then I'm gonna do that. Then I'm gonna do the T-shirts, the giveaways, the cups. You can buy the cups, the merchandise, and all that stuff. But once I reach that level, I'm not at that level yet. I'm not like at the level where I should be, where I need it to be. I'm still small time. I'm nowhere near big where the other YouTubers are. You look at other YouTubers out there, they're hitting 100K, 70K, 80K, 150K subscribers, and they get like 30,000 views on one video. So I'm not nowhere near where I need it to be to do that. You know what I mean? I'm not that big. So I cannot do it yet, Desperado. Maybe in the future, we'll see what happens. Like I said, I'm not competing. I never started this channel to compete with anyone. That wasn't my intention. If I wanted to compete and if I wanted to get the numbers, I would have get a sponsorship. Sponsorship would have helped me. Definitely, sponsorship would have helped me get that algorithm with YouTube. But we'll see what happens. Like I said, one day at a time, or 1 year at a time. We'll see what happens. There's no plan. I don't have any plans, honestly. So I'm just experimenting, see where this train goes, and, see how far I can milk this train. So there are no plans. But if I can reach 100K subscribers by 2021, oh yeah, there will be giveaways. I'm going to do, dude, I have a bunch of stuff to give away. I have a bunch of televisions. I have old consoles. I have a bunch of stuff to give away. I have a lot of stuff I want to do. Merchandise. I would do all of this, but I have to reach that certain level, Okay, let me see what else we got. Tyler Cole typed in the Q7F. It's coming up with UE49. Maybe not in UK. Gonna go to the U49. Probably best bet in 4K. I mean, for the price. Look, it's a good entry level 4K HDR TV. You're still gonna experience 4K resolution. It's still a 10-bit Here's what I want to say something. A lot of people get confused. All of those televisions, they're all 10-bit. Okay, so they're all 10-bit televisions. There are no 12-bit televisions. They're all 10-bit. Okay, and they're all 8.3 million pixels, and they all have HDR. The difference is the technology they're using to enhance that color gamut, and technology they're using to enhance that contrast ratio, and the technology they're using to enhance that peak brightness. So that's all it is. That's the difference you're looking at. But they're all 10-bit panels. All right, let's see what else we got. So you okay with that? UE49, man? If that's all you can get for a good price, man, you still have a 4K TV, and you still got HDR. So hey, it's not like you without a 4K. It's still better. Look, I was rolling with Vizio M55C2 without HDR, brother. That's how I started my channel. I started my channel with Vizio M55C2, and I still have that TV. Still works great. I might have to do some videos on that TV, man. Maybe I should connect my PlayStation 3 to that TV just to see how well it works. Let's see what else we got. I'm glad with the Samsung Q8C. Europe shitty prices. Okay. Look, man, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what I say here. As long as you're happy with your TV, that's all that matters. Because remember, you're the one that's going to be watching that TV. You're the one that's going to be putting that TV in your living room. So you're the one that's going to be watching it. It's not going to be me. I'm not going to be one watching that TV. It's going to be you. All right, let's see what else we got. Low temp gaming in capital. I have a 65 A1E. I love it. But cable TV needs 4K content, channels especially with sports. Actually, they're working on that, as a matter of fact. DirecTV might be able to be the first one to catch up on that with the AT&T. But Xfinity Comcast is working on it. But it's not going to happen till like maybe 2020, 2021. It's still a long way to go. Once they start rolling 1 gigabit internet connection to a majority of people in the United States, with that 1 gigabit internet connection, you will be able to have HBO, Showtime, Stars, and Cinemax, or they'd like to call it Skinemax. Even though they don't show any more nudity in that thing. They dropped that soft porn. So you'll be able to have all of those channels in 4K and HDR. Okay? And you're going to have ESPN in 4K HDR. You're going to have Fox Sports in 4K HDR, CNN, MSNBC, all of those channels. But it's going to be your bill, guys. I'm going to say it right now. Your bill will be expensive in the beginning. So we still got a long ways to go. But from what I heard, they're gonna be pricing some ridiculous amounts of money for that nonsense. So you're better off with the Apple TV 4K for now, honestly. You know, hopefully HBO will do their own HBO Now in 4K. I think HBO Now in 4K. It's something that probably most likely will happen. Let me see. What else we got? Andre says, when you reach 100K subs, maybe you'll have some giveaways. Yeah, absolutely, man. I got a bunch of giveaways, dude. I got a bunch of stuff to give away. The projectors, the TVs, old consoles, bunch of stuff to give away, man. Yeah, absolutely. Then I can do my merchant. I can find a partnership with someone and create some t-shirts, create some coffee cups where you can have it and drink it and then see Mr. 4K on there. Upscale this coffee to Frappuccino or something. I don't know. Or you could say coffee being upscaled by Mr. 4K. Something like that. Or wake up call. Waking up with Mr. 4K. Coffee's been upscaled. Something like that. Yeah. So, look. Again, you guys have to remember I do this by myself. You know, it's not like I have a bunch of people working with me. You know, I'm not like Vincent Teo. Vincent Teo has a bunch of people he hired. They work with him. He has sponsorship, so it's easy for him to do these videos. You know, I'm doing this by myself, and I work the full-time job that I do. But once I can reach that 100K subscribers, then I got more money into a pot. The more money I get, then I can be more flexible to do other things. You know what I mean? You know, the more money I have in my pockets, then the more I can be flexible to do giveaways, pay for the shipping and handling. The more I can be flexible to do these merchandises and for like a good reasonable price. But that will only happen once I reach that threshold. You know, I gotta reach that higher threshold. You know, right now I'm still small time. I mean, let's just be honest. I know I have close to 25,000. But my, you know, viewership, it's still low level. I don't get that many views. I get maybe roughly 400 views a day. Maybe a week I get maybe 1K. Maybe 1,000 views in 7 days. And then a month I might get maybe 3,000 views a month. Something like that. So I'm still kind of small time. I'm not like nowhere where I need it to be. You know, so I know people say to me, but you have 25,000 subscribers. How is it possible that you're only getting such a low level of views? Well, look, I cannot force people to watch my videos. And some of them who subscribed to me a long time ago, and they forgot that they even subscribed to me. You know, and they might change their views about me. Maybe they don't like me anymore, or maybe they chose not to watch me anymore, but they still are subscribed to me, and they forgot that they're subscribed to me, or maybe they forgot to hit the bell button. One thing I want to stress out here for you guys, if you subscribe to me, but you don't go right and click that bell button, you will never get notified. You have to hit that bell button, guys. I mean, I think people should know that by now. If you don't hit the bell button, you will never get notified. So you have to hit that bell button, guys. If you don't hit the bell button, my videos will never show up on your screen. You gotta hit that bell button. You know the bell button that's right next to the subscribe? You gotta hit that. So anyway, let's see what else we got. Chris Martin is asking, why Panasonic not sell TV in US anymore? They're the best. I agree. Panasonic had one of the best plasma TVs that I have owned, and one of the best 3D TVs, plasma 3D TVs that I have owned in the past. Yes, I did have it, but I sold it actually for a good price. As a matter of fact, it was a 65-inch plasma Panasonic with a 3D. Right now, Panasonic has a EZ1000 or S1000. Is that what's it called? S1000 or E1000? And that Panasonic, it's really good 4K TV. It is OLED, but it's a really good, man. It's a really good OLED TV. I don't know what's going on with Panasonic. Honestly, I've been asking this question myself, why they're only focused on European market, but they're not so much focused on North American market. That's something you got to go to the Bloomberg TV and look at the stock market, look at what's going on with the company and the stocks and shares and what's happening. You know, that's something you have to look into that. Or you can directly send a message to Panasonic, go to their website and ask them directly, like, you know, what's going on. Let me see what else we got. Let me see. Expert Joy asks, FAT on the Vizio, PlayStation 3 FAT on the Vizio is a good idea? Well, I mean, yeah, because PlayStation 3, it's 1080p. It doesn't go any higher than 1080p. So if you have a Vizio 4K TV, that PlayStation 3, as I have shown you on the TCL with Gran Turismo 6, when you have a higher source, 1080p, being outputted and upscaled to a 4K TV, the picture quality will look better. Just remember, guys, when it comes to the upscaling, you got to have a good source. And if you have a really good source, like I have shown you on Gran Turismo 6, when you have a really good source, 1080p, and then 1080p, it's being upscaled with 8.3 million pixels, you will have a much better upscale. If you're upscaling something that's 720p source into a 4K television, it's not going to look that good. So you got to have a really good source. The higher source, the better. The 1080p is the best source to upscale to 4K. So yeah, but it depends on the game. Like, it depends on the game. Like, what type of a game are you going to be playing? You know. What's up, Mr. Struders? How you been, man? Long time no see. When Tyler's asking, when the Red Dead comes out, will I do a walkthrough? Well, that's right around the corner, Halloween. So right around before Halloween. So it'll be right around the Halloween weekend. We'll do Red Dead Redemption during the Halloween weekend. Yeah, it will be the Xbox One X version. Not only am I going to do a walkthrough, but I'm also going to do a comparison with my PC, with my direct 4K Elgato capture card, where I'm going to show you the difference between the Xbox One X version and the difference between the PlayStation 4 Pro version, and the difference in resolutions. One will be running, let's say, 1440p, and the other one will be running 1900p, or maybe native 4K. So I'll show you the difference between the two. And yes, there will be a live stream, there will be a walkthrough. Expert Joey is asked, are the high-end Samsung models worth, or are they overpriced? No, they're not. They're worth it. Especially the Q9F and Q8F. You're getting excellent full array of local dimming. You're getting the best possible white collar gamut, and you're getting a whooping over 1,400 nits. I think maybe even higher nits, which is ridiculous. So you're gonna get the best. You're gonna get the best possible 4K HDR picture quality on that TV, man. I mean, you're gonna get the brightest TV in color and HDR. If you love HDR, man, that TV will just blow you away. So no, they're not overpriced. OLED, it's overpriced. You know, they want $4,000 with the B7 and the A1. They want over $5,000. I cannot go with that, man. That's too overpriced. They want $4,500 for a 55-inch Sony A1. I was like, come on, man. I just can't do that. Hey, what's up, Miss Struders? He's asking, I hope you well. Long time, brother. Been so busy. Got the children off to school. Pulling my last few strands of hair. Soon be that OLED unboxing. Hey, brother. Yeah, that's still in the works. That's still like top secret. But I'll keep you guys posted on that. Well, listen, man, I'm glad that you're doing good. I know you're busy, man. I know you got kids and you got stuff to take care of. So you're a busy guy. But look, I appreciate you stopping by, man. Thank you. Yeah, down here, man, the weather is just brutal. Here, it's just constantly lighting. I have more chances of getting hit by lighting than getting hit by a salty hater. Down here, it's just constant lighting and people who say that the lighting doesn't strike twice, kiss my ass. I've seen lighting strike 4 times in the same goddamn place. So kiss my ass, all you scientists out there. You don't know shit about how this shit works. That's the truth. Let's see. Andre's asking, what do you think about HD TV test? Saw some of videos of that guy, but I was shocked when I saw that HD TV test gives awards to Sony, LG, etc. I normally don't do drama. I normally don't talk about the other. I don't go after the other YouTubers out there. You know, that's not my style. I don't like doing that. I will say this, and this is not me going after him or trying to say something bad about Vincent. Look, Vincent is certified. He has knowledge about the TVs. He has knowledge about how the TV works. He has knowledge about the picture panel and technology behind it. And he has the knowledge about how to calibrate the TVs. He is certified professional calibrator. All right? We can't take that credit away from him. He is certified. So he knows what he's talking about. Now, having said that, the other aspect that I don't like about him is the fact that he's sponsored. He has knowledge, and everything he says, it is true to some degree. But he does have knowledge. However, having that knowledge overweighs him due to the fact that he's sponsored. Okay, I don't care how many diplomas you put on the back of your wall and you know, how many expertise you have on your field. When you are sponsored, there comes a sacrifice. And that sacrifice is your merchant, your sponsor will want you to say some good things about this TV because they want to sell it. Okay? The stores, electronic stores, TV stores, they have to sell TVs. And if they're not selling well Sony, if they're not selling well OLED, or if they're not selling well certain brand, they have to push that brand to sell. And HD TV Test is trying to push that brand in UK because of his sponsor. So that's my issue. My issue is when you're sponsored, then you're going to say good things about one brand and you're going to say kind of like crappy things about the other brand. Like he was complaining about the Q9F and the curvature line, that it was too bright and it was overblowing the white bright levels. But then he never thought about that actually you can adjust that. You can adjust that curvature by adjusting your light, your backlit light. Moving it down to 78% or moving your contrast to 83% and leaving your backlit all the way high. But he knows this. He knows this, but he never wanted to tell you that because he wants to push Sony and LG. He doesn't want to push Samsung for some reason. Whatever the deal he has with his sponsorship, that's all I can think of. And it's not just him. This goes to every sponsored YouTubers. Let me say this. I'm not a fan of sponsored YouTubers. I think I have mentioned this millions of times. I don't watch sponsored YouTubers. I'm not subscribed to the sponsored YouTubers. I mainly subscribe to podcasts. Immortal John Hancock, he collects these retro games. Metal Jesus Rocks. You know, those are the type of guys I'm subscribed to. But I'm not really... I cannot be subscribed to somebody who is sponsored, guys. It's just like that one guy that's always talking about the Projectors. And I'm not going to mention his name. But he always talks about Projectors. And he's always changing his stance. He's like Trump. He says one thing and it does the other. Says one thing and does the other. And why is he doing that? He's doing that because he's sponsored. His sponsors are emailing him, letting him know, hey man, we want you to push this. Forget about the HD 2550. Push this one over here. BK, whatever, 2000, 3000, whatever the model is. And when you are sponsored, that's the problem. I constantly have to change my stance. Because my lobbyists are telling me, hey, we're giving you these equipments and you're not doing what we're telling you to do. We're going to stop giving you all these free goodies. And they don't want to lose the free goodies. So they're going to keep saying what they have to say. And I cannot support a sponsored YouTubers. I'm sorry. Now let's get back to the to other questions. I just can't support him. I'm sorry. I was trying, let me see. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you, Andre. Expert Joey, I was trying to say doing some content on your Vizio with a fat PlayStation 3 would be a good idea. Yes, Expert Joey, I'm, or as I would like to say, Expert Joey walkthrough. As I think I might have mentioned it earlier, I am planning on doing it this week. Probably tomorrow you might see that video. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Tuesday, you will see me connecting it to my my old Vizio M55C2. We'll check out PlayStation 3. We'll see how it looks. And we might even throw in Apple TV in there, see how well it looks, you know. Jacob Cleveland, how you doing? He's asking, PlayStation 4, it's really doing a good job making very great new games. But the thing I'm very excited about lately, it's their remakes. I know you being a Metal Gear Solid fan, we need a remake as soon as possible or in the future. Yeah, I like what they're doing. I like what Sony's doing. I'm not a Sony fanboy, but I like their trajectory. I like where they're going. They're pumping out a lot of exclusives. They got 15 studios, worldwide studios. They got 15 studios to work with. Not just for the PlayStation 4 exclusives, but also for the PlayStation VR exclusives. Look at this month alone, what we're getting with the PlayStation 4. Just PlayStation VR. I mean, next month, August, we're getting a very first PlayStation VR online multiplayer shooter game. It's like a SOCOM Navy SEAL, Rainbow Six, but it's the very first console VR online game that is supporting multiplayer and the voice chat and everything. With the aim gun, you can use the aim gun. So you can use the aim gun. So that's exclusive only for PlayStation. And guess what's coming right after that? On August 28th, after that, a week after that, for Labor Day weekend, after the Labor Day weekend, Spider-Man, the amazing Spider-Man. Hopefully there's no hurricane. Hopefully I'll be able to play it. But and then again, it's going to score very high scores. And then again, Phil Spencer will have to congratulate Sony on such a great game. Excellent. So, what do we have with Microsoft this month? Some more Madden bundles. Well, sorry, Microsoft, but I'm going to be playing Madden on my PC. Yes, I'll be playing Madden on my PC because I have a choice. What they got? Nothing till October. Nothing till Forza Horizon 4. That's it. Now, Forza Horizon 4 will be great. I'm going to play the shit out of it. But that's all you got.
Forza Horizon 4. Hooray! Forza Horizon 4, yeah! Finally one exclusive. One exclusive, 2 exclusives a year. That's all you got. 2 exclusives a year. Forget about the state of disaster. Just scratch that shit. Way to go, Microsoft. I'm impressed. Sorry, but Sony, you just, there's no, let me put it this way. There's no way in hell I'm gonna have to, okay, if you guys have family, cover your ears. I'm gonna use some cussing words. There's no way in mother-father way, that in father-mother way, that Microsoft will ever mother-father way, or father-mother way, be able to achieve and compete, to keep up with Sony. No way in hell. Microsoft, there's no way in hell that you will ever be able to catch up to Sony at this point. There's just no. It's scientifically, technically not possible. So I'm sorry. Okay? And I'm sorry, Xbox fanboys. You only got your executives to blame for this. Don't blame me. I didn't do this. I didn't screw up your Xbox. They did. With their stupid Kinect in 2013, all this other VCR shit. So there's no way in hell that Microsoft can keep up and catch up with Sony. No way. Sorry. It is what it is. You guys don't even have VR. Enough said. All right, let's see what else we got. Jivalan Jamal. Okay, we got Sandra Dallas. I got to answer this Sandra Dallas question. Is QLED 65 best for 55 LCD? Depends on the QLED, Sandra. I would go with Q7F. I think Q7F, it's a good 55-inch model. I would go with the Q7F. Q7F is still an edgelit, but it has an excellent peak brightness. It has excellent color gamut, meaning that your HDR will look amazing, especially when you put in your living room. If you have a big living room, a big house, and it's very lit up, that Q7F will look great. And you can get Q7F for $1,200, I think. 55-inch for $1,200 or $1,100, something like that. I would wait for the sales. Wait till September. There might be some sales, the fall sales, coming up shortly, and you can get it for a cheaper price. Let's see what else we got. Gilvan Jamal. Which games that take advantage for PlayStation Pro you have ever played? Zero Horizon Dawn, is that what it is? Horizon Zero Dawn would definitely be one of my picks. Horizon Zero Dawn, Uncharted 4, and of course God of War. You know, right now, currently, God of War is just one game that if you really want to experience what PlayStation 4 Pro can do, I would say God of War, man. God of War will definitely show you what this console is capable of. You know, Spider-Man is going to be a next game that's going to showcase what it can do. Gran Turismo Sport, it's another good showcase, you know. But I think Gran Turismo Sport looks, to me, best experienced in PlayStation VR. Let me see. Thank you, Andre. I appreciate it. Let's see what else we got. Expert Joy. Money, not a concern. What TV would you buy for yourself right now? If money wasn't a concern. Oh, that's easy. Q9F. 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 Sony Z9D is just too damn expensive, man. I'm not going to cash out $5,000, $6,000, man. You just kiss my ass. I'm not going to go that far. All right? That's me putting a down payment on a brand new car. That's me putting a down payment on a Daytona Charger, you know. I'm not going to do it. I'm not that crazy about that TV. But Q9F for $3,000, I'll do it. If the money wasn't an issue. Let me see, Mr. Shooters. If it wasn't for the Sea of Thieves, my Xbox would be gone, brother. I hear you. Same thing here, man. I only use my Xbox One X for third-party games. Like I tell everyone, I play third-party games. I use my Xbox One X for third-party games, and I use my PlayStation 4 Pro for the exclusives. And if it wasn't for the third-party games, that take the advantage of the 4K and HDR, honestly, I wouldn't be touching my Xbox One X. Andre says he will say Samsung Q9F. Oh, well, I already said that. Corey Bryant, what up, brother? Keep up the great work. Watch your videos on the Xbox rant. Nothing wrong with it, but let's be honest. Microsoft has brought 5 new studios. Terry Myerson, old guy who ran Windows, caused problems. Well, we can all point fingers. Who's to blame? Well, I'm going to point fingers to Bill Gates, because he's still the chairman of the Microsoft. He still makes the major decisions, what happens to that company. So I can put a blame on Bill Gates instead of everybody else. Bill Gates should be one to blame. Bill Gates is aware and knows what's going on with Sony and other companies. Bill Gates had opportunity to get rid of this 2013 Kinect VCR, Xbox, always on, television, connecting your cable thing. That was the wrong approach from Bill Gates. He should have just stick to the console. Bill Gates should have appointed Peter Moore. Peter Moore would have quit EA, and Peter Moore would have jumped into the Xbox, and Peter Moore probably would have called it Xbox 720 or something like that. And I think at one point Peter Moore says that he wanted to call it Xbox 720. You know, a true next-gen console. But I'm going to blame Bill Gates. That's whom I'm going to blame, because he is the big dog. He's the one that's sitting, he's on top of the pyramid. No decision will go through without him. It goes from the top all the way to the, it goes from the bottom of the pyramid and goes to the top of the pyramid. And he's sitting on top of the pyramid. He's the chairman of the company. So I blame Bill Gates. There you have it. But it's too late. I'm sorry, man, but it's too late right now. Those 5 studios, it's going to be too late for the Microsoft to catch up and to keep up with Sony. They want to compete with Sony, don't bother. Let me see. Silverback, web slinging looks sick. Yeah, Spider-Man looks great. 1080p. Tyler Cole's asking, 1080p now, 4K. Just imagine what's to come in the future. Oh, yeah. I think in the future we're going to see some ridiculous resolutions. 8K, 12K, 24K. It's going to get to the point where I think in the future, honestly, I believe we're not going to have any TV panels. I think what we're going to see in the future, there's not going to be any TV panels. What you're going to have, it's a little sheet of cloth, and you're going to roll that sheet of cloth, you're going to put it up, and you're going to have a little device that's going to emit a very high resolution, a very high peak brightness and a contrast ratio, and that's what you're going to be watching it from. For some laser technology that's going to be beaming up that onto a screen, projecting that onto a screen. It's all going to be wireless. You're not going to have any cables. Everything's going to be wireless. Everything's going to be connected wirelessly, and everything's going to be online. Sorry to say, everything will be online. So that's what's coming in the future. Now, I'm not some guy that came from the future, from 2030, and then I'm telling you this. I'm not that type of a guy. I'm not a time traveler, okay? But this is something that Steven Spielberg talked about in Minority Report, and these are the scientists and tech scientists that were working on that movie, and they said this is a plausible thing. I think in one movie, in one scene in the movie, Tom Cruise is using that little device that's emitting that laser, and Steven Spielberg said that's coming. You know, I don't know how Steven Spielberg is privy for this information. Maybe he's part of a club that I'm not part of. I don't know, but that's coming. That's my prediction. Let's see what else we have. The Undertaker 2024. That's how I use my Xbox, third party only. Me too, man. Third party games. Corey Bryant, Bill Gates does not make the calls at Microsoft anymore. Yes, he does. Corey Bryant. He's not going to say that publicly, but he does. And the CEO of the Microsoft is not going to say that publicly, but we all know when they have a board's directors meetings, guess who's on the speakerphone? Bill Gates on the speakerphone. Okay, let me look at the portfolio. Let me see if I like it. It's his baby, man. He's the chairman. What are you talking about, man? Come on. Enough with the nonsense. Look, I know you're a fanboy, man. You like your Xbox, but you have to face the fact, brother. You have to face the facts. You can love your Xbox, but your Xbox will never compete, again, with Sony. That's done. It's over. And they're going streaming now. It's even worse decision ever. I can talk millions of reasons why Xbox failed on this channel right now. But I'm not going to make that about that. That's for a separate subject. Xbox only has themselves to blame. Missed opportunity, brother. They missed opportunity. It's too late now. They blew it. You blew it. It's like Robert De Niro says in that movie. You blew it. You had your chance, you deaf motherfucker. You blew it. You remember that movie? What was that movie? Fuck. Right across the Hudson River. Copland, man. He says to Sylvester Stallone, you deaf motherfucker. You blew it. You had your chance. You blew it. And then he throws the donuts right at him. Anyway. And I'm not saying this to be a dick or anything like that, Corey. I'm just telling you the truth. That's it. I'm not like angry. I'm not mad. I'm not agitated. I'm just, through comedic way, I'm telling you the truth. Okay, let's see what Mr. Struder says. I think the Xbox controller is much better as well apart from... Mr. Struder's, I don't think so. I spent $150 for a Elite controller and it turns to be a garbage. The cover of the Elite controller is breaking up. Here. Look at this, man. I'm going to show it to you right now. Look at this thing. It's breaking. Look at this. Hold on. It's right here. Can you see it? Wait. It's right here. It's right here. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Look at this. The thing, it's peeling off. The cover, it's peeling off, dude. Look at this. It's peeling off. That's $150 controller. And yes, I agree with Solid Rev. It is bullshit. You're going to spend $150, $160, and this is the kind of garbage you're expecting from Microsoft? Give me a break. I still have my PlayStation 3 since 2007, Mr. Struders. I still have my PlayStation 3 controllers since 2007 November. And the fucking thing still works. Not a one for goddamn scratch. Nothing's peeling off. Come on. Come on. Give me a fucking break, everybody. Ripping me off for $150. Get the fuck out of here. Yes, it feels better, but it's a... I cannot justify telling somebody to spend $150 on a controller that's peeling off. Sorry. Give me a break. Fire somebody in your development team. I don't know. Do something. But it's a joke. Let's see what else we got. But see, that's what I don't want to do. You see, that's the whole point, Mr. Struders. This is the whole point, Wayne, my brother, is when I put money on the table, a lot of cash on the table, I don't want to worry about anything. If I'm paying a higher price, that means I shouldn't have to worry about anything. For the price of this one Elite controller, I could have 3 controllers. So, I'm sorry. You get what you paid for. That's how it should be. That's how this thing should work. You should get what you paid for. I shouldn't get some peeling shit off and I have to glue it in for $160. Come on, man. Let's get real. Let's see what else we got. There you go. See, Silverback has the same issues, and not just me. Solid Rev has the same issues. Everybody has the same issues. Not just me. A lot of people have the same issues with the controller peeling off. It's just ridiculous. Now, it's not a big deal. I can glue it in. I can tape it. I can put something in there. I don't care. But it's kind of like, come on, man. I spent $160 on this thing. Let's see what else we got. The next gen expert is asking, with all the recent talk about the next generation of the consoles, do you think it will go towards streaming like a Netflix service? You know, I've been saying this for I don't know how many videos I've done in the past. I've been exactly saying this. I've been saying to people that, yes, Phil Spencer's been eyeing in on it. He's been talking about it a little bit. Yes, there will be streaming. And that will be a sad day. And I think this is something that it's a monster around the hill. I hate to say this, and the reason I'm doing these old school live streams is because I'm afraid that monster around the hill, it's coming. By 2024, 2025, everything will be online, everything will be streamed. Physical media will die. There won't be any more physical media. Everything will be online. And I don't like it. Why everything wants to be online? So they can prevent copyrights. So they can prevent piracy. So they can own their property without you owning it physically. And then they can charge you whatever money they want to charge you. You want this game again? Ha ha ha. You're going to have to pay a higher price now, brother. Yeah. Because our evil corporation here, Mr. Robot, wants to take your money. You got that, Mr. Robot? We don't want you to have a physical copy. We are evil corporation. We believe in Satanism. We don't believe in goods and goodness. Fuck that shit. We're evil. All right, that's what you got, bro. That's what you got. See what else we got. Tyler Cole, Modern Warfare 2 days. They were the days. Actually, I'm thinking about plugging in my Xbox One X and checking out the Modern Warfare on my 4K TCL television, my Sony X900E. I was thinking about doing that. Silverback says, sounds great, everything online. Yeah, that's it, man. That's the future. Everything online, everything online, everything online. Woohoo! Woohoo! It's so great. It's all fucking online. Everything online. They're watching us, recording us. The Russians are hacking us. They're tweeting us, putting us jerking off while watching us. Fuck it, whatever. I don't care. I don't know why I put Putin in there. Hey, Putin, don't poison me, motherfucker. All right? I'm just joking, dude. All right? Let me see. Next gen expert. I can't stand streaming. I know, I got you, man. I know first of all, the internet connection, it's not there. The online internet, it's not there for us to be like able to stream anything. Look at PlayStation Now. Look at PlayStation Now. And what was that other service? Remember that other service? OnLive? Hey, does anybody remember OnLive service? OnLive service. Get this streaming stick. The company went the company was closed. The guy who ran the company of OnLive shut it down. Ran home to the bank. Now it's sitting on a yacht with a bunch of strippers and enjoying himself while you spend thousands of dollars on the games to whom you don't own because they're being streamed online. That's what you want. I'm sorry, guys, but look, I can't fucking believe that this current generation think this is acceptable. That's what scares me. That's why I said, I can't believe that this current generation think this is okay. This is acceptable. Somehow this is acceptable. And I think this will be the biggest mistake they're going to make. You know? Sorry, but I'm going to laugh my ass off when it happens. I'm just going to laugh my ass off. Because you know it's going to happen. And you know what I'm saying here is true. And the shit will go down. And it's going to happen. It's going to be hilarious. And I'm going to be there just to tell them, hey, I told you so. Remember? I told you so. Yeah. It was a bad idea in the history of bad ideas. What's up, Panzer Dragon? How you doing? Let's see first what Daza says. Daza says, Mr. Forky, is there any market for classic Sega Saturn games, 4-disc collectors items games? Well, Daza, Panzer Dragon, yeah, Panzer Dragon is my choice. D1, it's another choice. Sega Rally, it's another choice. And bunch of fighting games on Sega Saturn that you can choose from. What was it? I can't think of it from top of my head, but there's a bunch of fighting games on Sega Saturn. Sega Saturn didn't have a long life. He had a short-lived life, even shorter-lived life than Dreamcast, but Dreamcast was able to deliver in 550 days, in 1 year and a half, was able to deliver some outstanding exclusive, some outstanding games, you know. That's why I think Dreamcast was the best. Let's see what else we got. Tyler Cole, Xbox, or taking over PlayStation without a doubt. No, Xbox is not taking anything over. Xbox, it's by themselves. They're alone. They're isolated. Sony, it's the king. You know, they are dominating. They are like, you know, they're dominating. They're, you know, they're just enjoying themselves right now. PlayStation is just enjoying themselves, and they're having a smooth ride. So that's it. Congratulations, Sony. That's about it. Microsoft, it's whatever. I don't know what to say about Microsoft. Virtual Fighter, yeah. Do you think, Daza says, do you think they would get good second value for Panzer Dragon? Panzer Dragon, it's expensive to buy it in physical media. You'll have to cash out $120, $130. But you can get it on emulator. But the emulator, it's kind of works it's not that good. I would recommend the emulator, but it doesn't work that well on the emulator. And you're going to have a difficulty swiping the disc 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So just if you can, if you love that game, buy a Sega Saturn and buy the what you call it, the Dragon, Panzer Dragoon game. It's a great game. It's one of the best on Sega Saturn. So that's what I would pick up. Streaming is just another way to get the gaming to the masses. With Google, Amazon, Microsoft, plus NVIDIA, that's for of the world's major cloud networks and data centers changes. It's not a bad thing. Well, it is a bad thing because that's how it starts. It starts like that, and then people get accustomed to it. People start approving of that, and then it's a test. What they're doing is they're testing to see if people like you, Corey, and others will bite the bait, hook, line, and sinker. No. So I disagree with you on that, man. I totally disagree. That's the wrong way of doing it, man. Online could be something. Streaming could be optional, but it shouldn't be mandatory. It shouldn't be a priority. Physical media discs needs to be priority. And physical media discs needs to be able to read it from the disk, not to be installed on a hard drive. I don't like the fact that you have to install it on a hard drive. It needs to be read from the disk. They can create 1 terabyte quadruple layer Blu-rays. They can do that. Super Blu-rays. They can create super Blu-rays discs, and they can read that 1 terabyte. They can store everything in that one disk. Okay, so I'm against that. I disagree with you 100%. I totally disagree. I'm against that online streaming forever. And I will be till the day I die. I fucking hate online streaming. It's not for me, and I don't recommend it for anybody. Because you don't own the game. I don't own the game. It sits on a goddamn server. I don't have that game. It's not mine. I'm not going to pay for something that I can't touch physically or own it physically. It's sitting on a server. What are you going to do with it? Let's say you have 400 games. They're sitting on a server. You can't touch those games if they shut down the server or if they lose a license to that game and you can't play that game anymore. So how is that a good thing, man? Come on. What are you talking about? Let's see what else we got. What's your favorite Atari game, Sega Saturn game, Nintendo, Xbox game? Oh, there's so many, man. You know, Atari game, I would say, my God, it was Defender, man. I like the Defender on Atari. Defender was one of my favorite on Atari. Sega Saturn, I would say D1. I love that horror adventure game, D1 on Sega Saturn. And Nintendo game, I would say, obviously, Legend of Zelda and GoldenEye. Favorite TV you have owned? My favorite TV was by Sony. It was by Sony. It was a CRT television. It had S-video, but I forgot the model number of that TV. It was a big, gigantic, flat. It was the first flat screen TV. It had a flat panel, but it was a still big, robust TV. And it was by Sony. Let's see what else we got. Space Invaders, well, it was okay. Arcade games. There's so many arcade games. Like I said, House of the Dead, Ferrari F355, Dynamite Cop, Virtua Fighter, Virtua Cop. I mean, there's so many. Well, there's a couple of things they're doing right as far as Microsoft. They are doing something good with the Game Pass. I think the great thing they came out of Xbox was the Game Pass. The Game Pass is the one thing that they did right, giving people ability to try these games for a $120 yearly price, which is not bad. $120, that's the price of 2 games. And for $120 a year, you're getting all of these games for free, pretty much. And you get to try them, and you get to try Forza Horizon 4, Halo, and Gears. So Game Pass is definitely something they did right. Let's see what else we got. Favorite VR game you recommend? My favorite VR game, it's, I would say, Star Trek. Bridge Commander. I had so much fun, dude. Star Trek, the Bridge Commander is so much fun. Definitely for PlayStation VR. Flat CRT TVs from Sony were really good, man. I loved it. Well, there's a difference, Corey. See, you are comparing the movies to video games. I'm okay with the movies being streamed. That's okay. You know, the problem with the video game is you don't own that game. Once they lose the license to that developer and they take it out of their server, you can't play it. Streaming is okay. Movies, TVs, Netflix, I'm okay with that. You know, but we're talking about sense of ownership. You know, I like to be able to own even a movie. I like to own it, so I can watch my Saving Private Ryan anytime I want. I don't want to be dependent on the internet or on the server to watch Saving Private Ryan. I want to be able to watch Saving Private Ryan in Siberia with a generator. Okay, I want to be able to watch Jurassic Park in South Pole with a generator and a projector because I have that physical media disc. Okay, I don't like streaming. Should be an optional service, but shouldn't be mandatory. But the way they're going with the gaming is they're trying to make it mandatory, and that's scary, dude. That's not right. That should scare the shit out of everybody. Like I said, it's the monster coming down the hill. And you guys are okaying that shit, and that's why you're going to regret it. What's up, Psycho Tony? How you doing, man? All right, we got maybe a couple more minutes. Then I gotta end this. I think I went a little bit longer than usual. I went 2 hours because I still have that game, True Crime New York. I got to do that later on. We'll see. I might have to do that later on. So I'll do a couple more questions. If you guys want to ask me a couple more questions, then I'm gonna end this stream. I think I went more than 1 hour. I went 2 hours, close to 2.5 hours. So for the first episode, I think this is great. Blade Shadow device when you can. I'll definitely look into that, Corey. I'll check it out. Let me see. Noveto Heredia. What do you think of the TV companies cheaping down new model TVs with no full color gamut? Well, it depends on the price. You know, if they are selling it for like a really good, affordable price, then they're not really ripping people off. They're giving people option. You know, and there's nothing wrong with that, as long as they let the people know that this TV, it's not a premium end TV. And if you're okay with having that 4K resolution with decent color, decent contrast, then people should have that option. You know, like I said, people should have the option of buying a dirt cheap low-end TV to mid-range to premium and the elite. So there's nothing wrong with that. But your best bet is TCL. TCL is definitely the king of the hill here in North America with the 6 series. They nailed it. It's perfect. All right, Miss Struders, thank you for stopping by, man. Good to see you. It's been a while, brother. I know I haven't been on Facebook. It's been a long time since I've been there. You know, I only go to Facebook just to check my messages, and also I have a Discord. So if you guys want to follow me on Discord, remember, you guys can follow me on Discord. I am on Discord as well. There's when you click on my home YouTube channel page, you will see a Discord on the top. And you guys can follow me there too on the Discord and ask me questions there too. Thank you. Yeah, not a problem. Thank you, Corey. You know, thank you. I appreciate it, though. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for asking all these questions. You know, like I said, we can agree to disagree. We all have difference of opinion. We all have different ideals. You know, it's just I have my preference. You know, I just have different views on how I think the gaming industry should be. I think there is a place for the streaming, but it should be optional. It shouldn't be mandatory. It should be an option for people to choose if they want to stream, so they can go somewhere and stream it. But I don't think it should be mandatory. But my fear is this. I have a fear that they're testing the gamers to see if they're going to bait. They're baiting the gamers to see if they're going to catch the hook, line, and sinker, to see if they're going to approve of this and if it's going to become something that's like a standard. Once it's become a standard and once the gamers approve of it, then they're going to slowly start killing the physical media. And that's what I'm afraid of. This is how it starts. This is how they do it. This is their master plan, you know. And I know how this business works, and that's what I'm afraid of. All right. Thank you, Andre. Thank you, Expert Joey. Like I said, in 2.5 hours, I think, on my first episode, I have answered more than enough in 2.5 hours than I was hoping for. You know, like I said, if there's any other questions that I missed, and you guys would like to ask me those other questions, just go to Discord, ask me on a Discord, join my Discord under Mr. 4K Upscaler, and then you can also message me on a Facebook. I do check my Facebook from time to time, but you can ask me there too. I'll check it, you know. Other than that, you know, this was a lot of fun. We'll do this like, we'll try to do this like every Sunday if possible. We'll do it like every Sunday around the afternoon time, maybe 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, something like that. Normally I'll try to do it in 1 hour, but depending on the questions, depending how many of you there are here, I might go a little extra mile, maybe do a 2 hour, you know. So, thanks. I appreciate it. Hopefully these questions helped you guys. I mean, these answers that I answered to your questions helped you. And thank you guys. Appreciate it. At the beginning, I was worried that you guys not going to show up. I was kind of upset. I was like, what the hell? You know, showing up? Like, what's going on? I was almost going to end it in the beginning. I was like, that's it. Hell with this. All right, see you next time. Thank you, Desperado. Enjoy your 930E. You got a great deal on 930E. That's a great TV, man, for $680. Or was it $690? You got a great deal, brother. Thank you all. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And you can watch this video later on, pre-recorded, and you can find out some more answers. If you missed some of the questions that I have answered, you can go and watch this video and rewatch it and find out for yourself and stuff like that. Anyway, thank you. Appreciate it. You guys did great. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for showing up. Thank you, everybody. It was awesome, and I'll see you next time. All right? Am I going to do True Crime New York? I'll keep you guys posted. I might do True Crime New York later on, but I don't know yet. I'll keep you posted. I'm going to try to go for 5 o'clock, possibly 4 o'clock. Between 4 and 5, Expert Joey. Between 4 and 5, but most likely 4 o'clock. So between 4 and 5. All right. There you have it, guys, and I'll see you later. I'll catch you later, though. Probably around 5 o'clock, but I might do it 4. It depends. All right, thank you. I'll see you guys. Take care. Have a good one, though. Cheers. Enjoy your Sunday. I'll see you later. Peace. All right. Otacon, enough of this live stream. This is brutal. All these questions being asked. I don't know if I can do this anymore. Where's my cigarettes? Otacon, don't throw it away. Bye. Later. David Hayter. Later. Bye.